Ready? There you go, Sadie. So today we have something planned. I really don't know what to call it. Big? Not fun. It could be exciting maybe, but probably not in a good way. So we use the clamping method for castration on our cows, and I like the clamping method, I think. Well, one reason I don't like the clamping method is I'm a lot like my dad, and I like to procrastinate stuff like this. And the clamping method, the whole reason a lot of people do it instead of using a band when they're, just a week-old calf. For one, it's not invasive. So you're not cutting the skin at all, or like a band slowly cuts the skin and the testicles fall off. This, you're waiting and you're clamping the cord that goes to the testicles, and then they shrivel up and disappear. It's a few seconds of discomfort, then after that it goes away. And any of you men out there are thinking, bro, you and me both know that it's gonna be more than that. And yeah, I can't imagine. I will make you. I'm sure it doesn't feel good. But it's something that needs to be done. A, bulls aren't safe. And B, the meat can not taste very good if they're left a bull. I had some real bad experiences with banding and lambs 2 years ago. I bought some lambs from a guy. He banded them before he sent them to me. He didn't even tell me that. I asked if they were castrated. He said yes. I didn't know that meant the day before. All of a sudden, something doesn't look right, so we caught one, and there was maggots inside it because they didn't fall off right away, because these bands aren't made in a proper facility anymore, so they're not made to the right specs. So the band didn't actually squeeze it enough to get it to fall off, and that was a horrible experience. We didn't end up losing any of them, but we had to give them a lot of medicine. And we were going out there 2-3 times a day for days taking care of this. Are you okay? I don't really want to go back to banding. You can clamp at a much younger age. They say letting. Oh, cool. They say the longer you let a male animal keep his testicles, the faster he'll grow. So there's that. But I don't know. We're gonna get more into the grass-fed beef here in the next couple years. We're taking over some property at my dad's, starting out with 10 acres. Hopefully we can grow from there. So I'm gonna have to make some decisions there on how I wanna do it and how I wanna go forth with that. One big negative is once I start raising steers out there, at this point, maybe someday, at this point, I don't have a handling facility for them. So how are you gonna get them in and take care of that? Maybe that's something to where I wanna make sure they're castrated, whether that's clamped, banded, or you can cut them out before they go over there, so we don't have to catch them again. There's no reason to catch them again. So just a lot of things to think about. So I got to go find the tool to do this, which is called a bordizo. I don't know. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. It's a clamping tool for castration. I had a hard time finding a good one. This one's okay. It does work. First, before we find that clamping tool, we're going to use our fancy-dancy headlocks. So we'll get to show you guys how these work. I'm excited. This is the first time I'm going to be actually using these headlocks for their intended purpose. See, he's getting... So usually with clamping, everybody's different, but the idea is... See, so what that does is now these are down, and it's able to when they go in there to eat, it'll lock like that. So now, when they go in there and eat and put their head down, it'll lock straight up and they won't be able to back out. So I'm gonna go give them some more hay, and then me and Ace are gonna go find that, well, find your hat, first off.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go find the clamping tool, the Bresse, and hopefully the bull's locked in when we get back. Watch out, buddy. So he's locked in. I think actually this should be a little higher maybe. Hey, quit it. He's locked in there. No.
Okay.
No, Nelly. He's locked in. I think actually it should be a little higher so they get locked in easier. Yeah, just a minute. This is kind of the dangerous part of it because you don't want a boss cow like Nelly. There, now she's locked in. Huh, this one must be broken. Oh yeah. This one I must have bent with a bobcat. I'll have to fix that. That stinks. You don't want a boss cow like Nelly hitting them all around like she's doing right now. Nelly, quit! Nelly? Anyways, so this is the Bresse. It's got sidewalls here to help hold the cord in. And then this comes, Nelly, out. And then this comes down and clamps that cord. It's double action. Well, we better get in there and do it. You stay here, okay, buddy? I don't want you getting hurt. I'll be right out here. Out. Out. Out.
Back up for me a little bit.
Yeah. This is out. Out.
Yep, you're gonna say ouch.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why?
Ready? So that was one. Now he's kind of tucking them up there. Guess I don't blame him.
Daddy! No! Capo?
Cowpoat, yeah, he poed it.
Oh, yeah.
Muffin. So you actually hear the cord get crushed. And yeah, he lets out a little bit of a beller. Now, if any of you guys watch Dr. Pol, he uses this method a lot. And he always says to double clamp them. So, I really should have done this 6 months ago, probably. This bull is a year and a half old. It's going to be butchered. He could be butchered earlier this summer, but I'm probably going to wait till the end of summer. But I procrastinated on it. But really what got me wanting to do it is he's been starting to act kind of nasty, and I don't trust him around the kids or Liddy. So that really got me on to wanting to get this done. Moral of the story is this will actually make him calm down a lot more, be a lot safer, and make better beef, which is his ultimate purpose. There you go, buddy. Not so bad, right? So now you always got to make sure put this back up. Otherwise, there'll be a bunch of cows standing out here with their heads stuck in the gate for no reason. Asa ran off. I was a little nervous where he went. He's doing his favorite thing. Putting alfalfa pellets into one container and then dumping them into another container. And it drives me insane. Insane. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Can you say insane?
No, I can't.
These are $20 a bag now for alfalfa pellets, and he's wasting them. But it is good for his hand and eye coordination. Keeps him busy. So I just put limits on it. I know there's going to be a lot of you that have mixed feelings about this. Obviously, it inflicted pain on him. But this is the only time in his life that he's had anything like that done to him. He hasn't had any shots. He hasn't been in a corral. He hasn't, nothing. He's had nothing done to him bad. So this is the one time that he had something bad done to him. I don't like it. That's why I procrastinate on it. A lot of homesteaders have been saying 2 bad days for a steer. And that's the day he gets castrated and the day he gets butchered. His ultimate purpose is to serve us and our family and provide good, healthy meat for us. And that's what he's gonna do. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, honestly, that went really well. I was hoping he wasn't gonna kick me a bunch. I thought about having Liddy come out here and help me. I didn't want her to get hurt either. So it went really well. I was happy with that. Now it'll take up to a month for those to shrivel up and disappear. So we'll keep checking back on that, make sure that that happens, and see what his temperament is. Because he's been getting to the point where he's been snorting at us and growling at us. He's never charged anybody or done anything like that. Ace is going back for more alfalfa pellets, so that's time for us to go in. Nope, let's go on. We're going inside, okay?